Okay, we're recording.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Cooking Up a Revolution. We're out here in the backwoods of Alberta, Canada. Nice little weekend trip away from the city. And you know how we start things around here. See what kind of little bit of craziness the universe wants to tell us right now. Get our tarot cards all shuffled up here. You can pick it up, move it around and stuff too if you feel like a good shot.
Let's see what you're laying out on the table.
So we got the Five of Wands. We're going to reference our tarot book here. This is a card about competition. Two boys pit their strength against each other against three others in this joust. In terms of numbers, they are not fairly matched, but such is life. Still, there's no telling who the winner will be. You are up against some stiff competition yourself. A sporting event or contest may be involved. Someone wants to see you slug it out. You may need to prove yourself. For work, strife. Labor does not see eye to eye with management. Bickering and feuding divide the ranks, or fights break out on the playground. An aggressive competitor arises. You face a test of physical strength or a battle of the wits. Your team prepares for the playoffs. Your company fights for survival in the marketplace. For love, rivalry. Multiple suitors fight over you or show off to get your attention. A good friend helps you defend your honor or restore your good name. You play the field or run with a group of close friends. A physical relationship may be involved. You get together in the gym or at a sporting event. You may be asked on a double date. For money, high stakes. You're asked to put your money where your mouth is. Keeping up with the Joneses or playing with the big boys may involve getting in over your head. Competing wants and needs vie for your limited financial resources. You may have to struggle to make ends meet. For strategy, strength in numbers. When going up against a strong rival, it's a good idea to have help beside you or reinforcements waiting in the wings. Preparing offensive maneuvers and defensive strategies in advance can't hurt. A good mental attitude comes into play. Psych up for the big game. There you go. I like that. I think that was a pretty relevant reading of what's been going on, and definitely with what today's topic is going to be too, actually, coincidentally enough.
What deck do you use?
This is a Book of the Dead one, I believe it was. It was just like a regular kind of like tarot deck and stuff, but it's based off of like that book, which has like Cthulhu and Hierophant and Bast, and
Cool.
apparently it's a wild, like crazy story too.
Awesome.
So, on today's edition of Cooking Up a Revolution, we're actually going to go through a survival kit that I put together. I think it always helps to be prepared. You know, you can easily throw this in your backpack, and the ladies got their big purses that are the size of houses, so fit lots of stuff in there. And you never know, you know, that life doesn't come with warning labels and shit. Anything can happen at any time, and just a little bit of preparedness can literally be the difference between life and death. And I think we're seeing a lot more extreme weather things and just people being crazy too. Everything else going on. So, you know, proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. So if you'll notice, first we got here is a headband, and that goes to something that's inside. And we've also got a bandana, because, you know, you might want to go into McDonald's and the guy at the front door ain't fucking letting you because your face ain't covered. So, hey, boom, got a bandana. or you can, you know, use it for wounds or something, you know, more relevant. On the inside here, you'll notice I've hot glue gunned a strip for matches, because you want to have multiple contingencies and stuff. So think of things that are like multiple use and that serve more than one purpose. So of course I got, like, you know, little spots in here, so I just got matches all strewn about to save the fuel in the lighter, because you know, you don't know how long things are going to last for. And so next we just got some strips of band-aids, all your little nicks and cuts and crazy stuff. Here we got some bright pink post-it notes. You could use this to mark a trail. You can use this to, you know, write down notes, write down thoughts, write down maps, mark your bearings. You know, you can leave notes behind for people that are trying to find you, or, you know, you can use this fire starter. So again, something with nice multiple purpose stuff. And then right in the top there, we've got a headlamp that goes with the strap, because, you know, you just be your luck that you're in a stairwell and the power system fails and the backup ain't going, and now you're trapped in pitch black. And that's why it's on top, so that way you're not scrambling through this thing trying to find something in the dark. You know, you can just open it up and it's just right there waiting for you. So again, you can use this, you can, you know, use it as self-defense, because that's going to blind somebody and disorient them, and you kick them in the nuts. And then we got a little pencil. I got this in the little Lotto freaking booth there, because I was like, where the hell do I get a little pencil? I know where I got a little pencil. Perfect size, worked out perfect. And again, pen might burst, might freaking not run. So that way you have the lead there, it's always going to be reliable no matter what kind of weather conditions are there. We got a balloon, because you can hold water in here, or if you need any kind of like gasket stuff in an emergency, if you have to give first aid to a sick person, you can poke holes in this so that you're not actually giving direct mouth to mouth, and use it as a barrier. So, you know, survival, you know, you got to be creative. You got to think of how to differently utilize the things that might not necessarily be their true intended purpose. You know, now we got a Bic lighter. Bic's good quality. You don't want no cheap little crappy dollar store one that just isn't going to light and isn't going to give you a good flame. And you should already have one of these in your pocket anyways. So this would just be another one to just have in your kit. So in here, it's a little Kinder Egg thing. And in here, I just got some Advil, and I've got bag of baking soda there, because you can use baking soda to freshen your mouth and your teeth, and if you're having bad indigestion, you can use that to settle your stomach. If you're starting to get really stinky in the pits, you can throw some of that on there too, and that will kind of tone that down a bit. And then we got some heartburn pills and some moist disinfected alcohol towelettes, and we all just kind of got that all just stuck in here. Get that closed up.
Seems like a good reason to eat chocolate.
Totally, it's a good excuse. And again, I mean, you know, custom make this to whatever kind of goes for you and stuff. If you got whatever kind of thing you got going on, and you can put it in there to be specific to your medical needs. You know, and then we got a couple pieces of candy just to kind of have a little something sweet and get the saliva going, because, yeah, you never know. Another balloon, got 2 balloons there. We got some burn gel, because sure enough, you're gonna fucking be in a situation, you're gonna have to move something hot, or, you know, get through debris or whatever. You got this, you can put it on. Another little piece of candy there. You know, and then there's all of our little random sticks of matches we got. And I expect you to have a knife on you at all times, but I'll gonna bet you probably don't. But here we just got a cheap little freaking pocket knife we got from the dollar store there. Sharp, but You know, I wouldn't try doing too much like heavy batting with it and stuff, but you know, to cut your cloth, to cut your cordage, to, you know, there's definitely still a lot of things that you could use it for. Here we've just got a clear plastic wrapper so that worst case scenario, you can still get some water from the air and stuff. Because it would be just our luck that when we actually need a clear piece of garbage on the ground, you ain't gonna find any anywhere. And here we've got a compressed towelette. So again, you can, you know, use this to use it for wounds or for cleaning or trying to soak up things. You can filter your water with it, and that doesn't take up any space at all when it's all compressed like that. And we got some bright pink cordage here. Again, marking things off, mark your trail, tying things up.
Replacement shoelace.
Yep. If you want to be visible or not, well, you get something a little toned down, or, you know, you can be all bright and be like, hey, here I am. And you can break this down to multiple strands. Then you can use it for threading needles and sewing and fishing line and just anything that might require a finer kind of thread instead of something so thick. And here we've got a roll of electrical tape that I have filed the inside down, and we've got 2 tea lights in there because those are just a nice way to start a fire. You know, you can get all of your wood all together and everything else, and you hold that, and it's going to light. And then once your fire's going, you just blow it out and reuse it again. And with your electrical tape, it's good, it's waterproof, it's strong. You know, use this for wounds or use it for tying up things or repairing things. You know, a million uses for that stuff. And here we've just got your basic thread for sewing and stuff. And then inside of it, got a bunch of sewing needles. And we have those put between pieces of tape so that you're not freaking jamming your fingernail under a sewing needle. That would be the last thing you need in a survival situation. And we've got some aluminum foil here. You can make a cup, you can make a signaling device, you could make a blanket with this. Again, multi-purpose stuff that you can do a lot of things with there. And then we've got just your regular black garbage bag. You can use that as a poncho, you can use it as a tarp, you can, you know, use it to carry things, use it to gather water. Another thing that has a whole bunch, so you have your water, your shelter, you know, kind of like your most basic important needs and stuff. And then just at the bottom, we got a couple more disinfectant alcoholic wipes and some safety pins. Just to, you know, got to poke the holes in here so I can freaking give my buddy mouth to mouth, who might be a rat plague now because you never know. But you can't let him die. So that's that. But again, all of these things here don't mean anything if you don't know how to use them. If you don't have the imagination and the creativity to just, you know, put things to use. You know, you can take this and fill it with leaves and then, you know, stuff yourself inside of it. And that's going to keep you all nice and warm. Or you can make a mattress out of it, or use it as a poncho. It's all fucking coming down. You just freaking put a little freaking, cut a hole in the bottom, cut 2 little things in the corners, boom, you got a poncho. You'll stay dry. And also with this container, I chose this kind of one. It's just a macaroni salad belly container. But it's good, it withstands the cold weather there. It's a bit flexible, not just going to snap and break. And, you know, this is a perfect cup. If you had to gather something, you could drip into it, or just scooping things up. That's just like the right size, I think. There you go. So I hope this inspires you to maybe take a few steps to just be a little bit prepared, because it can quite literally be the difference between life and death, and it doesn't hurt to just have a little bit more knowledge and information. So thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Mwah.